Eric and Larry are joining me here on the program from Super Tech. You've seen these guys before. You may have seen them speak. They may even be working with you now. If you're a home service professional, you want to listen up. Hey, guys.
How are you,
What's
Jim?
up, Jim? How's it going,
Hey,
man?
I'm doing fantastic. So I'll be honest with you. I've been around a long time. I've been around contractors a long time. I've been selling and marketing to people for a long time. And when I heard soft skills, that keeps coming out of your mouth, soft skills, I'm like, am I missing something? Do I have? And then I figured out what soft skills were. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Can you explain to everybody what soft skills are and why they're so important for that home service professional out in the field?
So the soft skills are the team needs soft skills to communicate better with the clients, communicate better with each other as a team and as a culture. I mean, soft skills are self-awareness, self-confidence, skills of interpersonal skills. And when you go into the blue collar trades, many times they just train you how to plumb, how to work on HVAC, how to, run a carpet wand or whatever you're doing. And you don't always teach them how to interact with the clients, with each other, and with the supervisors, and how to be. And once we started teaching guys like that personal development skills, in-home behavior skills, they became more intelligent in that area. That made them better technicians, better people, better team members, better CSRs, better business development. And that made a big difference in our culture. And when we sold our business, we said, what was working, what we were doing that was really functional, and that was something we could capitalize at this point. And Eric had that idea, and we started creating lessons to train other companies, teams, how to be better at soft skills.
I think it's so important. If that technician is also a salesperson, which often is the case, not always, but often is the case.
Yeah, very often.
Then we as consumers, as homeowners, we want to buy from people we know, like, and trust. So if they're just turning wrenches and they're just an animal, if you will, and they're not, they don't have empathy, they don't care about your property, they don't ask the right questions, right? Well, hey, come on now. We're talking
Hey,
about blue collar contractors. We've seen the animals out there.
here,
It's so important. And I don't think a lot of people think about that when they have their home service company. These small operators, they're like, I just want a good technician. But
here,
really, you want a good person who can be a good technician, right? That's what
here's the thing, Jim. People are going to use companies where they can actually judge the experience, right? So if I'm a homeowner and I have my air ducts cleaned, can I really judge whether that person was good at cleaning my air ducts or not? Or even if I have a plumber in to change my water tank out, my hot water tank, can't judge it, right? So what do they judge? They judge the things they know. Was that person nice to me? Were they respectful to my house? Did they put property protection down? Did they look me in the eye when I was speaking to them? Did they explain things well? Did they tell me when they were coming? Did they tell me when they were going? All these things are what gets people 5-star reviews, gets them a good reputation, and gets people, gets the phone ringing, right? Most contractors are a local business, right? So their radius might be 20, 30 minutes, right? So every community, I mean, we were in Southern California. People think of Southern California as just an ocean of people. But you know what? Even in our area, everybody knew who we were within 20 minutes, right? Because we had created an environment where our technicians were trained to give 5-star service. Because if you give 5-star service, you'll always have the phone ringing. And look, yes, your technicians need to have good technical skills, but more importantly, they need to have good soft skills, good people skills.
So you guys have met my wife, right?
We have.
Yeah, you saw her recently. She sticks with me because of my soft skills. Because I'm not the prettiest guy, right? Not the best looking guy, but I know how to make her feel good. But I'm making a point though, right? Because you can be the best looking person. You could be a supermodel, but if you're not good, no one wants to be with you. It's the same thing, right?
It's exactly the same thing.
Is Larry okay?
I'm just thinking that you look like a supermodel. It was just kind of
Well,
blowing me away.
I'm not saying I am a super. I'm saying the opposite, right? But it's true though. How many times has someone said, "Why is that chick with that guy?" Because he's a nice guy. Plus, he's got $1 million bills coming out of his pocket. That might be it too. But it's how people feel about themselves, and we need to make them feel important. We need to say, "That's a great dog. I had a poodle just like that," even if you never did. Oh, I see your son's in Little League, whatever. And so everything, be polite, courteous, be a human. And that's tough for some guys.
So think about it, Jim. You said earlier that, you were going to go to sell, right? So where does the sale usually kind of win? Is it won or lost? It's right at the front door, right? Do you have a nice uniform on? Are you clean? Are you groomed? Are you, using a voice that shows some excitement to be there? Are you looking the customer in the eye, right? All the theater of business is where these jobs are won and lost because people buy emotionally. So if they have a good emotional experience at the front door, they're going to want to do business with your company. Now, conversely, if you just show up and you look like crap and you go, "All right, lady, where's the water heater?" Your chance of selling that job is much less.
Yeah.
Chuck in the truck doesn't get you referrals or repeat business at all.
Exactly.
And as a provider of services, that you're doing the right thing when you're there to clean carpets and they ask if you can fix the roof and repair the drywall. They're into you now because they don't even know if you can fix the drywall, right? But they're into you.
Larry and I used to say, Jim, in our morning meet, we had a morning huddle every day with the team talking about service. And one of the things both Larry and I preached all the time was, we're not just competing against other restoration and carpet cleaning companies. We're competing with the cable guy, the water guy, the landscaper. We want to be the people that they look at each other and go, "I wish every company that came to my house behaved like Shamrock Cleaning and Restoration." And if we can do that, we're winning.
Yeah. And you guys are winners. Hey, thank you so much for joining me today, Eric and Larry from Super Tech. All their information to contact them is in the description of this podcast. Definitely get a hold of them. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.